What's up, everybody? How y'all doing out there? Happy Friday. Hope you guys have been taking care of yourselves, drinking your water, and things like that. So, me, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm not at the club. I'm not outside right now. I'm watching this show called The Game. If you haven't seen it, suggest you check it out. But I've noticed something that this show has shown me because I've been watching it with a different focus. And I want to share it with you guys. Shout out to Black Jesus in the back. A lot of people don't understand or fail to realize what is the ingredients, what is the formula, the Krabby Patty secret formula to a healthy, successful, thriving relationship. And that is the ability for both parties to effectively compromise or come to a conclusion based on reaching a happy medium. And some would say, like, yeah, that sounds like a recipe for success. But here's the fucking problem, okay? Modern day society has programmed men and women to believe that in order for them to be in a healthy, meaningful relationship, both parties have to effectively compromise. And I have a problem with that because if I'm a man and I'm a leader and you're following my lead and you trust me that I'm leading you to salvation because that's the whole reason why I was created in the first place, then what are we compromising for? So when I watch this show and I'm looking at the relationship dynamics between Derwin, a Melanie, a Jason, a Kelly, or Tasha Mack, and all the niggas that she deal with, and then I see Tasha Mack fumble Rick Fox, then it makes me question, what are we really compromising? Oh, self. Listen, stick with me. A lot of people are not going to say the things that I say, but I'm here to keep it all the way real, which is why I'm going to tell y'all right now, if you haven't subscribed to the Patreon, you need to. Let me tell you something about people that I've learned in my years of being in relationships, failed relationships, and one that thrived initially and then ended up failing. Selfishness, lust, envy, jealousy. All of these are motivating forces within inside of all of us to push us to the limit of compromisation. What am I saying? You see, Tasha, for example, ended up fucking around with Rick Fox. Rick Fox is a quote unquote high value man. Rick Fox wanted to marry Tasha, but she fucked that up through her own inability to wrap her head around the whole reason why she was attracted to Rick in the first place. And that's because he was a man. But it was hard for Tasha to submit to Rick Fox because it's not about what they keep telling us. See, this crap about high value male and independence and all this bullshit that we attach ourselves to is fucking cap. You know why it's cap? Because in the end, it's all about self. And that compromising is only efficient when you're making the compromise for the greater good of both parties. When both parties are not leaning towards selfishness and their own ideologies and their own self-loathing, self-happiness. So that's why relationships be failing. I don't sit here and say like, oh my God, I'm so lonely. I wish I had a girl. For the sake of what? To waste more fucking time? To deal with a woman that's going to take me off of my purpose? I've been there and I've done that. So God tells me it's okay for you to be lonely. It's your season right now. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm not going to do is compromise with somebody who wants to plot on my demise. Let that sink in. I'm not going to compromise for somebody who wants to plot on my demise. And that's why a lot of relationships are failing. Marriages is failing because people don't want to be honest about nothing. We fake the funk so much. When it's time to keep it real, we still fake it. I'm going to keep it all the way real. I don't like you. You get on my fucking nerves. And every time you see me try to boss up and flex up, you try to stunt my growth because you don't want to see me with somebody that's really going to treat me the way I'm supposed to be treated. And that goes for men and women. Women do it to men. Men do it to women. Men get out of failed relationships and bring the same bullshit into new relationships and they fail. Women get out of failed relationships thinking that if they hop on a dick to dick and boingy, boingy, boingy on cock and suck dick and be hoes and be sexually liberated, then out of that they will boom find fulfillment in a healthy relationship. But what they keep failing to realize is this: you keep fucking, As a woman, you are decreasing your value at an exponential rate. You are not designed like me. I can go out there and be a whore, but even in the Bible, because I'm gonna say this, even in the Bible, it says that he who sinneth against his own body is sinning against himself. So in the end, we're both failing, right? It just happens faster for you. So you can't sit here and tell me that you're sexually liberated because you can fuck anybody you want to. So can I. But what excuse me, where real relationships thrive, and when we talk about previous generations where grandma and granddad was together for 30, 40, 50, 60 years, it's because they sat down and they worked on shit and they talked through it. They didn't fucking get on the internet. They didn't get on social media. They didn't hop on Instagram and check their DMs and see who checking for me and have all these fucking options and distractions keeping you away from your happy person. I'm tired of this shit. I done graduated the test. I'm ready to graduate. And then if I'm out here and I say I want a wife, it's not because I want to. I'm not gonna say I want a wife just so I can have a pussy to fuck when I'm horny. It's deeper than that. It's for somebody that I can share life memories with, as well as procreate with. So when we have children, we tell them about God. So when we die, they tell the next generation about God, so they can fight this battle between good and evil. Because what are we doing? This show, right? I keep watching this show, The Game, and it gets me on that in that mode every time, because even if people are successful and have fame and fortune and hella money, they still can't get it right. That's because they're compromising for the wrong things. They're not compromising to have successful, sustaining relationships. They're compromising for material gain and control. Satanism. So I love this show, and I love the clarity that I get from watching shows like this, because it's able for me to get on here and give it to you guys full circle. I'm not telling you guys to sit here and like don't talk to nobody and don't entertain nothing, but no nonsense when you see it, and don't check for that. Grow past your mistakes and learn how to just be okay with how shit turn out. If a relationship failed, then it failed. Don't go back and try to pick it up and rebuild, because obviously it didn't work. It's shattered already. Instead of me trying to rebuild another house, why don't I just go down the street and grab some more supplies and reestablish a solid foundation on another plot? Because this one has already failed me. When FEMA comes in to rebuild the houses, they don't fucking rebuild all the houses that got destroyed by the hurricanes, tornadoes, and fires. They go and get new land, new foundation. Think about it. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Follow me on Patreon. Subscribe to that. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Manny Griggs. I'm a dating coach. It's not just about doing the work on the outside. It's about that inner work. And now that I have a deeper understanding of relationships and a deeper understanding of what I mean and what the value of the man and the woman hold in the relationship, my standard has been placed at a higher level. I can't let certain shit pass or let it just fall to the wayside as I used to do when I was 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, so on and so forth. This is what this show is all about. That's why they call it The Game, because life is a game and you should be playing to win. Whether you talk about bettering your success as far as a job, or whether you talking about relationships, you should always strive for the best, right? And stay away from people who want to control you. That goes for friends and relationships, because people who want to control you, that's witchcraft. All right. Y'all not ready for what I got to tell y'all. That's why y'all need to go to the Patreon and subscribe to that, because you want to know what's really going on. You want to know why relationships is not working. Is because people are not hooking up and getting together for one another. It's for self and control. Women want to dominate the man to the point where he's castrated and walking around with no nuts, no validity, won't speak up for himself. That's not me, baby. That's not me. I know my worth. I know what I bring to the table, and I'm not Michael B. Jordan, but I can still get taken on dates. Women will still fly me first class. Maybe you can call me a gigolo, but hey, my balls will always jiggle though. You know what I'm saying? Some men don't have that they will never experience that, because they don't understand who they are. When you have an understanding, oh, it hit different. Yes, women have flown me out before. I've been flew out plenty of times to go meet a chick because her interest level was just that high. So you can't sit here and tell me, right? I gotta pay your bills or do all of this goofy ass shit to fuck with you. I don't gotta do nothing. And you will realize that too as a man. You don't have to do nothing. You don't have to do nothing you don't want to do, but you do certain things because you want certain things. So, she will tell you her requirements, and then you will fulfill those requirements because you want, in exchange, sex. What do men and women like to do? They like to fuck. This is not a joke. This is not a game. This is science. And the more you fucking y'all do, the more you guys become attached. But some women try to weaponize the vagina and use that as a means to control the men. Men try to use their penis to control the women. I mean, in the end, everybody wants control. That's why you have the song called Power. It's a battle for control. That's where you get the song Power Trip from by J. Cole. But it's like what he said, and I quote, "Nah, nigga graduated, took a power trip. Now I'm finally rich, so I'm home now, and the city's my throne now. The same clubs that I used to get tossed out, life got crisscrossed, finally crossed out, cause now I'm in this bitch, and I'm finally bossed out. Old chicks wishing, but they lost out. Bitch, you lost out. Cause when I go to these motherfucking clubs, and I get in, and they know who I am, or I'm getting paid for shows to go coast to coast and do what I do and say what I say, it hit different. It's going to hit different. But y'all won't even give yourself the opportunity because, oh, I love her. She's the one, No, bro. You don't find the one at 17. It's cap. Go watch that movie Temptations by Tyler Perry. I know what I'm talking about, bro, when it comes to this relationship shit, bro. They'd be like, man, you ain't in a relationship. Nigga, I'm not in one because it's a choice. I'm making a conscious choice not to be in one because I know what is required. When you go to a car dealership and they say this is the requirements in order for you to get this vehicle, if you do not meet these requirements, you're not buying shit off this lot, pussy. That's how the dealers, the dealers want to talk to you at the dealership. You're not buying shit out of here, pussy. You got a 500 credit score, motherfucker. You can't get nothing. You can't get a motorcycle out this bitch, pussy. It's the same way. There's certain ramifications and qualifications and protocols that relationships must be that you must exercise in a relationship for it to be successful. If it's not getting exercised, you guys are both failing each other. That's where resentment comes in. Trust me and believe this, because I've seen it.